Commissioner, the next item is item number 16, an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Manhattan, 243 East 17th Street, the Stuyvesant Square Historic District, docket number 163912, block 898, lot 24, an Anglo-Italianate style house built in 1852. The application is to replace windows.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Tara Harrison, Preservation Staff. The pictures of 243 East 17th Street are in the package in front of you. It's located in the Stuyvesant Square Historic District. This application is to alter one opening, this first opening that's shown with a panel below the window, and to install casement windows at the third floor, these three openings. The transom windows will remain, so we're just looking at the casement windows below. And as these perforated drawings show, casement windows below an existing transom has already been approved at the second floor because it matches the historic configuration, so that was issued as a staff level permit. The owner, Eric Pedersen, is here to present.
I hope I can make this really fast for you guys. My name is Eric Pedersen, and I've owned the building since 1997, 18 years. I live in the neighborhood since 1984. I've been very involved in the community, Union Square and Stuyvesant Park. I love my building, trying to make it right. The windows are starting to look very, very bad, so we're changing them bit by bit. I wanted to say, too, that when I bought the building in 97, this building was a single-family building in 1852. It was built, and it was a beautiful home as a single family. At some point, it was turned into almost an 8-family unit. When we bought the house, taxes went up in the house. I was upset. Went down to the building department or the tax department and found out that they had me as an 8-unit building. So when you're looking at these pictures, the things that I put together for Tara, there's a lot of things in there. You'll see the wonderful history on the second and third page. That's a thing that's I've always been kind of amazed about and thinking about when you look at the outside, the iron, everything there. But what you see in the pictures in 1938 and also in 1975, when the area was landmarked, it seems to be like everything is blocked up and you have the sash windows above. Now, when I went down to the building department a long time ago, there were 6 to 8 units maybe in the building, and then I was told that on that third floor there were rooms in each of those windows, small rooms, and in the build out there were air conditioning units. So when I took over the house in 1997, there was a woman, the history of the house, there were 2 people that owned the house when I bought it. One woman actually had the second and part of the third floor. I have some plans here if you wanted to see them, but she was trying to take the 2 windows in the center and the east side back to the original heights. And the western window had built out with an air conditioning unit in it. I ended up putting central air into the house and took that air conditioning unit out bit by bit. Now that I'm doing windows, it's obvious to me and many, Community Board 6 also, that the windows should go all the way to the floor, the casement. So trying to do that, and then there's a couple other maybe little issues that Tara was talking about, but I feel the precision windows, he's been before you guys a lot. The one color picture is definitely what you see today, and we're just trying to take that left window down. And if there's any detail, it has to be done.
So will it look just like the other 2 windows?
Pardon me?
Once you bring that down, will it?
They're all the casements are being redone because all these windows here.
I see.
They're
Okay.
leaking like crazy.
All right. So, but you're going to use Precision Windows, is that right?
Precision is the company.
I see, okay.
They've already started windows on the other floors.
Okay. All right. Any questions for the applicant?
I just want to clarify
Yes,
that the tax photo and that designation double hung windows were in at the third floor, and that's why you're seeing this today. The configuration is different than what we can't document casement windows ever existed here, although it does appear they were full-length windows from evidence on the building because we don't have physical evidence of that.
Okay. So there were.
I mean, that's
Those are double hung, yes.
But they were double hung, but they were all the way to they were full
At the
length.
time of designation, they had been shortened, but one of the pictures in your package shows the first window, this picture. You can see that this is just a panel, and the brick
Okay.
mold actually extends
bring it back to its luster in 1852.
No, you want to make a casement.
Well, no, I
They
mean,
made the
that's,
double. We
I don't think so. I mean, if you look at the balconies too, like someone had said to me that they thought the balconies on the third floor were just faux balconies. As you see my daughters standing on one of them, they were built to stand on and look out at the beautiful park in front of me. That's, I mean, just my
But you can
opinion.
do that in a casement too, often.
I know.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. Are there speakers on this item? Any speakers? All right, any other questions for the applicant? Okay, we can close the hearing. All right, I think it's a very modest change. And I think it fits in very well. And I understand the operation may change from what it was historically, but I think the overall look would still be consistent and true to its historic character. You have a concern? Okay, all right. You looked at me. All right, so in that case, why don't we move to decision? Do you want to read it? Thank you.
In the case of 243 East 17th Street in the Stuyvesant Square Historic District, the application is to replace windows, and I recommend approval, finding that the proposed sash and frame of the third floor windows will closely match to historic windows at the other floors in terms of details, profiles, and dimensions, and will match the historic windows found at the parlor floor in terms of configuration and operation. The historic photographs and physical evidence on the building indicates that the original window openings were likely extended to the floor to provide access to the balconettes, that the full-length windows were commonly found on buildings of this age and style, especially when balconies or balconettes are present, that the building has no identical sister building, and therefore the change in operation configuration at the third floor will not break from a historical fenestration pattern consistent in the row, and that the new windows will not detract from the special architectural and historic character of the building or the historic district.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This application's been approved.